Let's see what you niggas talking about up in here. Live before KraigFacts. Some thin ass paper to be rolling. I got these wraps that are like real thin. I'm used to like bigger wraps. These is free, so I ain't complaining. What y'all talking about in the chat room? What's up, Beastwood? What's up, Josh Hawkins? We're gonna be off to our usual late start on KraigFacts. Show just texted the group that he can't make it. What's up, Brittany Brown? What's up, Malik? Yeah, what's up, C Vesti? Salute to y'all. Getting ready to just KraigFacts. Probably ain't gonna start for at least another 20, 30 minutes. Y'all know how late we be. What's up, Ben Moses? Hey, Evan, save those bombs for the KraigFacts chat room. Yeah. What's up? He said auto baits. He called them auto baits. It's Autobots, nigga. You see what kind of snacks I got? I got your mama's pussy lips. That's my snacks. Those are my snacks. She shares them with me willingly. Your mama shares her snacks with me willingly. So what y'all talking about? I don't even know what we're gonna talk about today on KraigFacts. Hey, if y'all don't know about KraigFacts, I know y'all. There's a lot of people that subscribe to me. Y'all gotta follow KraigFacts on YouTube. It's the best show out there. Grown ass men talking about grown ass man shit, and we funnier than all the rest of them motherfuckers too. Gotta have my weed bag on me. Do I have a lighter? Shit. Hold on. I need a lighter. I can't be having this good ass perfectly rolled joint with no lighter. Thank you, Star. Star posted the link in the chat room. He said late night live, you tripping in my garage. Yeah, that's why I be out in the front. Yeah, the caffeine show is funny. I couldn't be in the caffeine show yesterday. Yesterday was my wife and I anniversary, and we had a great time. Always drinking some good ass wine too. This Snoop Dogg wine, I can't say it's the greatest wine, but for the price, this is pretty good for the price. Like, this is better than some $20 and $30 bottles I've ever had. What's up, Cold Crush? I appreciate the anniversary love. Vivica Fox celebrated Kevin Samuels dying? I didn't see that. Like, I tell you back, I did see, like, I saw it trending, but I saw Vivica Fox's name, and my first thought was, if Vivica Fox, irrelevant. What happened? I appreciate that. What happened with Vivica Fox, though? What'd she say about Kevin Samuels? Her lonely ass. What'd she say? I see people said something about Otto's a fool. I've got a text message from Otto. She said he died of karma? He said what he said. Come on now. I may have disagreed on Kevin Samuels' conclusions, but the nigga wasn't wrong about most of the shit that he was saying. I see the KraigFacts studio with the magic guy. Where Brown usually is, but Brown is out doing his thing. See, the studio ain't that big. We make it work. Oh, shit. Hold on. Yeah. Kevin, her saying that. Nah. I used to have a crush on Vivica Fox back in the day, too. She used to be fine as hell. I used to like Vivica Fox. Like, back in, like when Soul Food, like, what, knows that, like, 97, 98? Vivica Fox was the shit back then. Then she started getting all them damn plastic surgeries and makeups and shit and fixings on her face, and now she look like shit. Yeah, I got some sleep. Look, man, I'm an energy. I got a lot of energy. I'm not like most of these fat motherfuckers. I got energy. Give me 5 hours of sleep and I'm good. Give me 5 hours of sleep, I can go to the next 18, non-stop. It's windy out here. Oh, man, this lighter ain't shit. Hold on. This is why I usually have my incense and ashtrays lighter. There's too much fucking wind out here. Yeah, like, Vivica Fox, for her to say some shit like that. I like my shit. Yep, it is a cheap ass 89-cent lighter. This ain't my incense and ashtrays. What's up, Quanez? Hold on. Yep. There we go. You're right, this is a cheap ass lighter. And this is a cheap ass blunt I got too. It's a hemp wrap. Like, we had damn. We had an event at Baron Davis's crib. Well, Baron Davis has like an event space. And it was a comedy. Baron Davis had like a comedy show like 2 weeks ago. And they was giving out a bunch of weed and a bunch of wraps. And so I walked away with like 20 packs of these wraps. These shits ain't no good. What are you doing? These shits, I got like 20 packs of these. I'm about to have to throw 18 of these hoes away. Cause these wraps ain't shit. These wraps ain't shit, boy. I'm over here feel like I'm playing the flute with this motherfucker. You know? Yeah, you take a hit, the wind takes too. That's what it's like smoking in his wind. Oh, here come Blaze. Blaze look like he about to beat the Terminator's ass. Craig said he had to. He gonna be a little late. Man, it's a cheap ass rap, man. Shit. You don't rap. My regular raps is good. I don't ever have to deal with this shit. These ones we got at Baron Davis spot. They was free. Yeah. And those are the ones I keep in my.
Cheap shit ain't good.
they said Blaze came back from the future. We on YouTube live. Oh, yeah. Said last thing first said shout out Blaze. Yeah. So how you doing today? So yeah, we gonna be off to a late start today at KraigFacts. So yeah, we got what? We got 50 people, 60 people in the chat. Only 27 likes. Hit like, goddammit. Hear that? So what y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? I'm gonna come back on here live tonight after KraigFacts, probably like later on tonight. Yeah, y'all know how I do at midnight when I'm done. When I can't think no more from writing this fucking book. When I go back home, I'm gonna sit down for like 2 hours. Hopefully I get out more than 3 lines, nigga. And I'm done so. Coming right back on here. God damn, this is a cheap ass rap. Is that the word? Mark Jackson got a job?
It's all good.
Mark Jackson got a job? Y'all some fools. Dr. Sinister said Blaze beats his Chevy Big Block. Yeah. I don't even give Mark Jackson scenarios. He's been blackballed. I'll bring up a Mark Jackson scenario once he actually gets a job with somebody. Sacramento would have been perfect. The Lakers are in a good situation for Mark Jackson. Because LeBron's going to do what he wants to do, and Mark Jackson's a man. Mark Jackson ain't going to let that shit happen. So that's a conflict waiting on it to happen. Mark Jackson on the Lakers. You don't want that. LeBron ain't listening to shit no. It's the reason why he ain't ever been with a great. Well, he was with Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra's a great coach. But you see what happened? LeBron left his ass. LeBron ain't running nobody's fucking system. Mike Brown's a good coach. Mark Jackson's a good coach. But he wouldn't be good. Mark Jackson needs a young team. Mark Jackson needs a team that's up and coming. Like that Sacramento's up and coming. Charlotte would be good. One of those up and coming young teams that got good young talent. That's where Mark Jackson needs to be. Yeah, the Rockets would be. But I like the brother Paul Silas' son, the dude that's coaching the Rockets. I like him. I don't know him personally, but all my years around the NBA, I saw him. He was always hustling. He was always on somebody's coaching staff. In the summertime, he was always coaching some league. Like Paul Silas' son. What's his name? The coach of the Rockets. I forgot his name. But that's Coach Paul Silas' son. It's good to see. You know, I want to see him get a fair shake with his job. Because it's good seeing a young black man get a chance like that. I realized Charlotte lost the All-Star game because they wouldn't change their bathroom laws. That's the reason why he was in New Orleans a couple years ago. The NBA removed the All-Star game from Charlotte because of his bathroom laws. They might actually be cool with Mark Jackson and his viewpoint on the sissies. You can't say Mike Brown has a trash offensive coach. He's a great defensive coach, but look at how he doing. Look at what's going on right now. Coaches live and learn. He's been under that Golden State system. He's gonna take a little bit of that and modify it. He'll probably bring one of the assistants from Golden State and bring an offense that's a modified version of what the Warriors run. So the coach Mike Brown of 2009 is a different Coach Brown of today based on his experiences. You see what happened when Coach Brown was coaching when Steve Kerr hurt his back that year that they lost to the Cavs in the finals. When Mike Brown was coaching, the niggas had a perfect playoff record. Then Steve Kerr came back and fucked it up and got out-coached by Tyronn Lue. Yeah, Steve Nash is trash. Every player in the NBA needs coaching. Every player needs coaching. Because in the playoffs, the better coach team is the team that has the more disciplined offensive system is a team that's going to win the day. You can't just... That's what happened with New Jersey. With the Nets. I appreciate that, Trey Tyler. That's what happened with the Nets. The Nets didn't have a system. And when that defense get real tight on your ass, You better have some pressure release plays that you run. You better believe culture matters in the NBA. Don't let these announcers fool you. They just don't point out to you what a good coach is and what isn't. You know? Motherfucker. Yeah, the Warriors play better than Brown. Mike Brown brought that defensive. That's what the Warriors needed. That's what Mike Brown brought. The reason why they winning championships where they are right now is because of that defense Mike Brown brought. You win championships on defense. And a reliable system that you can rely on when the game get tight. Because you can't play your turn, my turn basketball in the playoffs. That shit don't work. That was the problem when Prime Carmelo was with Iverson. Iverson wasn't washed when he got with Denver. He wasn't 2001 Iverson, but Iverson was still killing niggas in Denver. The problem was the way coach, loud ass trucks. The way coach, what's his name? What's that ape looking white boy that was coaching the Denver Nuggets? He looked like a goddamn. He looked like a gorilla. He was coaching the Sonics too. What's that? George Karl. That's it. George Karl. He looked like a white gorilla. George Karl's offense has always been. I remember sitting behind the bench watching him coach. This is how George Karl coached offense. He called out matchups, and he would see who has the matchup, and his offense was swing the ball to whoever has the mismatch. See, that shit's good. That shit can win you 60 games. But that shit ain't gonna, it's the reason why George Karl never won a championship. He had some great teams. But the reason why he never won, because his offense was find the mismatch and go one-on-one. Well, when you get to the playoffs, you got defenses designed for that. If you ain't running plays to spread the floor and get defenders away from the basket, if you just saying, okay, star, go to work, you ain't gonna win in the playoffs. You right, Ronald? Those Seattle teams, them going to the finals once was a travesty. Them from like 94 to 97, maybe even 93. Now the Suns in 93 that they made it, but like 94 to 97, the Sonics should have made the playoffs, should have made the finals at least 3 times during that stretch. They were a better team than Houston overall. Houston had that dream though. But Seattle was a better team than Houston. Seattle was a better team. David Robinson got hurt that one year, so was that 95 when he got hurt? 96? So that was kind of a free run. Yeah. But George Karl, that's an example of why that shit don't work. Yeah. Yes, Jordan took advantage of a weak era. Jordan took advantage of the 90s was the weakest era in basketball since the 60s. Easily the weakest era since, and it ain't been no era as weak since. You had 6 new teams come in 7 years. And so 6 new teams, what's 6 times 12? I'm high right now. 72? That's 72 players that would not have made the NBA last year. So it took a while for the league to adjust. Like, Jordan was the only cat that had a 2 bona fide stars and a really high level role players. Like, there were high level role players in the NBA back then, but they were spread around different teams. They weren't concentrated on one team. There were a lot of stars in the 90s. Reggie Miller, Charles Barkley, Olajuwon, Ewing. It was a lot of stars in the 90s, but it was one star with nobody else. Like, What if Reggie Miller teamed with Patrick Ewing? They both would have at least 3 rings. What if Mitch Richmond teamed with Olajuwon? You had too many. Or what if Mitch Richmond was on Utah with Stockton and Malone? Guarantee you the Utah Jazz would have won at least 4 rings if Mitch Richmond was on that squad. But since the league was spread in talent, and Jordan was really the only person that had a really bona fide star with him, he swept the decade, at least when he played. What up, Doze? What up, boy? Shit, we still late. Doze just got here, nigga. We gonna be starting KraigFacts. Ain't nobody else here. And I just saw, I just finished rolling. I'm high as hell right now. Yeah. That's what happened. I'll take KG. Oh, what up, Otto? Autobots? I'll take KG over Duncan too. This is a problem with KG. KG had all the skills. KG's problem was he was a fake tough guy. Like KG was one of the greatest role players ever, masquerading as a superstar. That's why when he got to Boston, Paul Pierce was that guy. You know what I mean? And that was a perfect match for him to have someone like Paul Pierce. KraigFacts ain't live yet because Craig ain't even here. Nigga said tell blood diamond. Yeah. That Seattle team, boy, was good. Look, MVP doesn't matter. That's an irrelevant award. Shaq was the MVP of the NBA from 99 to 03. Shaq was wasn't none of them motherfuckers fucking with Shaq. The MVP award was basically whoever was on the court when Shaq wasn't there. The only person that could have won MVP over Shaq in 2003 was Kobe. No. Kobe won MVP. Kobe was easily the best player in the league. He got hurt. He was hurt most of 05. So 05, Dwayne Wade was the best player in the league. Kobe got hurt, missed like the last 25 games of that season. But other than 05, Kobe was the best player in the league from 03 to 2011. They didn't even consider Tracy McGrady for MVP. Tracy McGrady should have gotten strong consideration for MVP in 2002. When that his first 2002 or 2001, his first year with Orlando, when Grant Hill got hurt. Tracy McGrady, but they said Tracy McGrady don't play defense. He can't be MVP. Now you got Jokic winning MVP. Don't give a lick about no damn defense. They didn't give a fuck about Dirk's defense. They didn't give a fuck about Steve Nash's defense. But the minute we talking about goddamn Tracy McGrady, all of a sudden, he don't play defense. MVP is rigged. Tracy McGrady was not better than Kobe. Stop it. Tracy McGrady said he wasn't better than Kobe. What the fuck you talking about? Tracy McGrady would slap you if you said that. Kobe used to kill that nigga Tracy McGrady. I remember T-Mac got Kobe once in the first half of a game against Orlando in like 2002. Man, Lakers fans, we used to love when we saw T-Mac because we knew Kobe was taking that shit personal. I'm high now. Shit, I need my glasses. We knew Kobe. We knew when T-Mac was coming around. We knew Kobe was about to go to work. This game about to be, we playing against Lakers fans. We be like, we playing against T-Mac? Oh, Kobe going to work. We good. We good. We never worried about him. He never worried. Remember, they played against T-Mac in the playoffs, right? Remember that? With the Houston Rockets. Remember that? Remember that? When they played against each other, the Lakers versus Rockets? Oh, we got this. We got this. Yeah. And your back injuries killed T-Mac's career. Back injuries fucked him up. Back injuries. Same with Larry Johnson. Yeah. When I say best player in the league, best player don't mean, look, that's why you can't use that averages as a that's why you can't use averages. Because averages you can drop 49 points against a squad that ain't going to the playoffs, can't defend you. And then you turn around and you drop 50 points against a team that ain't going nowhere in the playoffs, ain't doing shit. And then you come back the next night and you drop 20 against a team that you fighting for 5th seed for. Your team needed 30 from you to win, but you was only able to give me 20 tonight, and we lost to a really good team that we're in a hotly contested playoff matchup with. So the average, when you look back, it's going to say, hey, T-Mac averaged 35 points a game. What do you mean? He needs help from his teammates. And then what they do to LeBron? Drop all these points against a weak-ass team that you're not going to have to play again in the playoffs. But the minute we playing against a team that we're going to have to see in the playoffs, you don't show up. But your average look good. That's why you can't look at numbers. You got to look at games. You can't look at numbers. Averages look good. But you lost. Because the time we needed you to step up, you couldn't do it. So the best is the person that can do it at the highest level. Hey, Otto, show the people your hat.
How you doing, man? I want to tap in and check on all y'all, make sure everybody was okay. You know what I'm saying? I am Otto Bosh, and I will be with you quite shortly, okay? I hope you guys are ready. You're present. You got the drinks. Look at this brother's ankles right there. Ain't that look at this brother's ankles.
You look like a basketball cowboy. Oh, what up, Craig? Oh, shit, we here. We about to, Craig, we about to get started. I love T-Mac's game, but to say he was better than Kobe's fucking crazy. Kobe did when it. You said it was tough. Chris Bosh was a top 2 power forward when he joined the Heat. Chris Bosh had already surpassed Dirk and Tim Duncan by 2010. That last year with Toronto. When Chris Bosh, because when he got to Miami, he had to roll back his game. Chris Bosh had to roll back his game with Miami. But his last year in Toronto, when he was that nigga, Chris Bosh he was more dominant that season than Kevin Garnett, T-Mac, and Dirk. They were all getting old, and T-Mac was and Chris Bosh had his coming out around like 09, 2010, and that motherfucker was going to work. People don't understand how much Chris Bosh had to roll back his game. That's what made me so respectful of Chris Bosh, to be able to still be that good of a role player immediately after not being that guy. And that 2011 year was an adjustment. Like, if Chris Bosh got to be Chris Bosh, if they ran the offense through Chris Bosh against the Dallas Mavericks, the Heat would have won in 5 games. The Heat would have won in 5. Gotta remember, the Heat were already up 2-0 with up 16 in the third quarter. That was just a year in the finals. LeBron was shooting 2 shots a quarter. And they weren't running the offense through Chris Bosh. See, a lot of y'all, Rasheed Wallace was better early. Rasheed Wallace was not better than Chris Bosh in 2010. Rasheed Wallace was done by then. Remember, he was coming off the bench for the Celtics in 2010. By 2010, Chris Bosh was way better than Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace was that nigga from 98 to 05. 98 to 07. That was Rasheed Wallace's prime. 98 to 07. Nigga, but Chris Bosh, if Miami said, you know what, LeBron, you only shooting 2 shots a quarter in the fourth, we're going to run our offense through Chris Bosh, he would have towed Dirt and Whiskey ass up. Because Chris Bosh was tearing Dirt and Whiskey ass up in Toronto the year before that. Yeah. Rasheed Wallace, I'll take Rasheed Wallace over Tim Duncan. I say if you put Rasheed Wallace in that same Greg Popovich system, there's no drop off. They still win 5 championships. If you put a young Rasheed Wallace who gets molded by fucking Greg Popovich, because Rasheed Wallace had more game than Tim Duncan. Rasheed Wallace used to shoot 3-pointers with his left hand. This is what people don't know about Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace, when he said that like around 03, it was an old article in Sports Illustrated. He said posting up had gotten too easy. That's why he started shooting 3-pointers. And Rasheed Wallace went from shooting like 2 3-pointers the previous season to the next season leading the league in 3-point shots by a forward or a center. He did that. He made the turnaround in 1 season. And when shooting threes became easy, this nigga Rasheed Wallace started shooting threes with his left hand. Like Rasheed Wallace used to play with himself. Pause. Rasheed Wallace used to really like fuck around. That nigga would get too dominant at something and then stop doing it because he didn't want to become a superstar. See, if he had Greg Popovich coaching, he would have got that shit out of his mind and been a superstar. But Rasheed Wallace said the article may be online, but I remember reading it in Sports Illustrated around like 05, 06. It was an old Sports Illustrated article with Rasheed Wallace. And they asked him about why he started shooting threes. And he literally said because posting up had gotten too easy. Nah, Paul Gasol was not underrated. Paul Gasol was accurately rated. Remember, he made the playoffs 3 times before he got with Kobe and got swept all 3 times. He was a great compliment to Kobe. They were a great yin and yang matchup. Matter of fact, the 2010 Lakers team is my favorite Lakers team of all time. No team ran an offense better. If you want to see offense run to pure perfection, go back and look at the Lakers' 2010 playoff run. With Pau Gasol, when he wasn't with Kobe no more, that motherfucker went right back to losing. But that 2010 Lakers team, that offense was a thing of beauty. Fisher would come down. Lamar Odom, or in the starting line, Lamar was coming off the bench. Gasol would flash to the pinch post. Pinch post is top of the key. He would then it would be a rub screen. Fisher would rub. Kobe would rub to the basket. Fisher would bounce out. Gasol would turn around, run high-low with Bynum. If the high-low wasn't there, he took the shot. If it was there, he dumped it in the Bynum layup. Man, that was the best offense ever. Are you ready? But anyway, we about to start KraigFacts. Go in there right now, KraigFacts. We about to start right now. Post a link in the chat.